Hello. This video is about a technique. It is to use for the sectional views of revolved bodies. Whenever the object has some entities, these are not parallel to the picture plane on which the sectional view is to be formed, then we use a special cutting plane with some circular parts, cylindrical parts, to cut the body, of course, as if cut imaginarily. But the problem is that when we start the sectional view creation process, normally a cutting plane may be the one with flat portions, flat parts. But for a revolved body, such a case, the cutting plane is to be in circular shape with its edge. Now see what is the method, how it can be created, how such a section view is created. Actually, the preceding stage to visualize is the revolving stage. Keeping the rest of the body as stationary, we imagine the features. These are not parallel to the picture plane on which the section view is to be formed, are rotated till they become parallel to the picture plane. And thereafter, sectioning process is imagined. The result is called aligned sectional view. Now, say here, there is a revolved body with some features. If the rib, this rib, for instance, is directed as parallel to the picture plane, then the other is going to be inclined. If the radial axis of this hole, for instance, is directed as parallel to the picture plane, then those of the others going to be inclined. So note that for this body, aligned sectional is the case, and see how it can be created. Okay, start the view creation stage. You know how. Bring the cursor onto this icon. It is for new creation. And then in this dialog box, select the quadrant. Metric associates with first quadrant. And then obey to the rules of ISO unless otherwise necessitated. Click on ISO template icon and then say create to have a paper simulation. Okay, then start the view creation process. Base tab, and this application, this example, this is going to be the view on which to have the cutting plane line. Say that top side view. Okay, then create this view. Scale factor, try 1 to 2 is possible. Under this scale possible? No, it is too much. 1 to 4 as it is offered by the software is more proper with respect to A3 size paper. Okay, then create this view, and then following stage. Yes, sectioning process. But normally, if clicking on sectioning process, sectional view creation process icon, can have the sectional view using cutting plane with flat portions. But here for this revolved body, cutting plane is to be the one with cylindrical segments. To be able to use such a cutting plane, in sketch mode, the edge of the plane is to be drafted in the method. Okay, then, indicate the view first. This is a trick. Bring the cursor to the vicinity of the view and then make a click. Well, here the method is actually partially is the Ascari's method. The method, it is to apply for editing views whenever the view becomes not in accordance with the conventions or standards, then can apply this method, Ascari's method. It is the method introduced for the first time by one of the Matthew NCC students, Muhammad Ascari. Okay, then at the beginning of the method, well, the view is to be indicated. Okay, here it is the view to draw the edge of cutting plane. Bring the cursor to its vicinity and then making a click indicate. And then click on Start Sketch button. Take the image to sketch mode. In sketch mode, to be able to take the advantage of indicating some points, the characteristic points, those can snap the cursor, and also to be able to make the hatching button, say, as active. Apply project geometry process. Okay, clicked on this button, and using winnowing method, have the projection of the projection, and then the rest. Draw the necessary sketch lines, and after trimming to remove the unnecessary parts, have the edge of cutting plane. Now here I want to consider this rib as if parallel. This hole to its axis, the axis, radial axis of this hole, as if parallel to the picture plane on which the sectional view is needed. If it is the top view, now this is the top view, yes, then the sectional view going to be in this example as the front view, sectional front view. Okay, then I'm going to cut the body starting from here, locating the edge of cutting plane as coincided with the radial axis of the sole, and then move from here to there, and then cut the rib, and then reach to here, center of the body, and then change the direction and cut this rib, and then while following the edge of the cutting plane, it is circular in shape, reach to this cross section and cut this drill till to the outside. Okay, then well, start circle creation process to have the cylindrical parts of the cutting plane. Of course, while observing the cutting plane in such a direction, to have the circular parts of the edge of the cutting plane. Okay, about this center, have such a construction circle. Yes, it may be in this size. Okay, let's start straight line process. And well, to have the radial part of the cutting plane line, just first initiate the line from this center point, and then, well, in alignment with the center of this, extend the line to the outside of the body. Okay, and similarly, okay, then press escape button, finish the running. Well, this is my plan. I'm going to cut the body along this, using this part of cutting plane, and then this reach to the center, and then cut this rib. Okay, then this means one more line is to create at this stage, Okay, in this radial direction. Yes. And then one more. Start the line drawing process one more time, and this is to have the part of the cutting plane. It cuts this part of the body to cut this part of the body in the radial direction. Okay, and then yes, one more line is needed. Radial in the radial direction. It is at this stage to extend from here to there, such a point. Press escape button and then start the trimming process. I know which part of this sketch lines are needed to consider the edge of, to have the edge of cutting plane. So accordingly, I'm going to delete the unnecessary parts. Okay, well, go in this direction, reach to here, and then, well, after this point, this part of the radial line is to be erased. This circular line is to be erased after this point. Okay, cut the body at this part radially, and then come to here and cut the rib, reach to the center, and then, well, this means this part of the radial line just after this point is to be erased. And well, and then yes, go in this way, reach to this point. The rest is to be erased. Okay, and between this point and that point is the part of the construction line, sketch line, that is not considered to the edge of cutting plane, so delete it. Okay, well, after this point to this corner, well, the part of the radial line is to be erased, and then the rest is necessary. Well, see, cutting plane line, the edge of cutting plane line, just starts from here, and then along this path, it finds its place. This is the cutting plane line. Okay, then finish the sketching stage. Yes, now here, this line corresponds to the edge of the cutting plane. It is needed in such a shape for having the aligned sectional view of this revolved body. It is to indicate the sectional view as if this rib parallel to the picture plane, as if this radial axis of the sole were parallel to the picture plane. In other words, well, apply the revolve process to bring the drill from here to the place at which the radial axis is gonna be as if parallel to the picture plane, and while keeping the body stationary, rotate this rib till making its surface parallel to the picture plane. It is the picture plane on which the sectional view is needed. Okay, then can start the sectioning process. There is a trick here. After clicking on the sectional view creation process, for the other sectional views, yes, first indicate the view on which the cutting plane exists, and then, well, draw the cutting plane line. But here, for aligned sections, after starting the sectioning process, well, the order is opposite. First, define the cutting plane line, where it is. Indicate the cutting plane line. Okay, and then the program will automatically understand that it is the case, aligned sectional view is needed. Inventor, distinguishing that the cutting plane is in such a special shape, offset, or in such a circular form, then in the dialog box automatically it selects this option, this method, aligned sectional view option. Okay, and then move the cursor in the direction to show the place for the corresponding sectional view. Click. Yes, this is the aligned sectional view. But here, after having this image, well, distinguish that there is a violation. Special hatching rule says that whenever ribs are cut longitudinally or lengthwisely, then the sectional views of the ribs are to be shown as if there were no sectioning. This sectional view is to be edited. Now here, after this stage, after having this sectional view, then the modification stage comes. Apply Ascari's method.